Hello again, Wayne here. Before moving forward on to some different benefits of emotional intelligence, I wanted to be true to myself. You see, I'm a very transparent person. I like for things to be out in the open. When I'm leading others, for example, I provide them as much information as I have so we can collectively make the best decision moving forward. And this includes the good and the bad. So I wanted to take the time today to provide you some transparency about emotional intelligence. You see, in general, we spent more than a decade talking about the benefits of emotional intelligence, what we call the prosocial behaviors. In general, we speak of it as if it can do no wrong and only positive things can come from all of us becoming more emotionally intelligent. But that's not really the complete truth. You see, emotional intelligence, like all other things in life, has a less enlightened side. There is, in fact, a dark side to emotional intelligence. In my experience, people are motivated by one of two things. They're either running away from a nightmare or running toward a dream. If you have a positive mindset and prefer to focus on the dream, I really applaud you. Here's one positive motivator of developing your emotional intelligence. Did you know that those with a high level of emotional intelligence are found to make, on average, more than $29,000 per year than those who have lower levels of emotional intelligence? And I'll leave a link down below so you can read the full article. Why will you make more? Well, when you improve your emotional intelligence, you'll be able to communicate better with others, be more empathetic, you'll be a better problem solver, and many, many other positive things. These all lead to you scaling the corporate ladder faster, resulting in that higher pay, that $29,000 more per year that we talked about. There are many good reasons to develop your emotional intelligence because it will improve your emotional well-being, it will improve your relationships, and improve your general success in life. But there are other reasons to consider improving your emotional intelligence that go beyond you exercising that intelligence to create better outcomes for others or yourself. It can also be important so you can protect yourself against manipulation by others. Whether their intent is good or bad, you should really position yourself to be aware of this possibility so you respond to your highest good and not be swayed to do something against your true nature. There are those who can use emotional intelligence to strongly influence those around them. Sometimes they choose to use that intelligence to influence those around them for the greater good. Those strong in emotional intelligence can pull at your heartstrings and encourage you to take a stand for something greater than yourself, as exemplified by Dr. Martin Luther King Jr.
This note was a promise that all men, yes, black men as well as white men, would be guaranteed the unalienable rights of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. It is obvious today that America has defaulted on this promissory note insofar as her citizens of color are concerned. Instead of honoring this sacred obligation, America has given the Negro people a bad check, a check which has come back marked insufficient funds.
Dr. Martin Luther King Jr. used not just his words, but rhythm and timing to paint a very clear picture of injustice while also giving us a swelling emotion of hope. He is obviously someone who used his emotional intelligence abilities, his innate power of voice, for good. But as in all things, there are two sides. Even in emotional intelligence, your newfound abilities can be used for good or for evil. It can be used to make things better for those around you, or it can be used for selfish reasons. As you begin to gain a greater understanding of your own emotions, what triggers them, how to control them, you will also gain a greater understanding of these things in others. Ultimately, the goal is to use that knowledge to create a positive outcome for both of you. But History has shown that an emotional invocation can be used to negatively influence others for pure evil. Take Adolf Hitler, for example.
Sein Sowjetzeichen soll vor sich hertragen und wir werden in unserem Zeichen wieder siegen.
Well, that's enough of that, but you get the point. As you can see, he didn't just speak to the masses. He spoke with such emotion and conviction, using gestures and emotional expression in such a way, indicating he was tearing open his heart for the country to feel what he feels. That he was able to convince a country to commit some of the greatest atrocities the world has ever seen. Now, this is, of course, an extreme example of using emotions for selfish reasons. But it can happen on a much smaller scale if the person using those skills has a much higher level of emotional intelligence than those around them. It is happening even today when mainstream media and influencers run afoul of logic and reason and resort to emotion to shame or subvert you into falling in line with their narrative. The question is, do you want to take the chance and potentially become a victim of someone's emotional manipulation, or do you want to fortify yourself against such manipulation by developing your own emotional intelligence? Whether your intention is to fortify yourself against manipulation of others, as in running away from a nightmare, or position yourself to grow, to become a better person and positive contributor to society, as in running toward a dream, or both, I can help. Click the links down below to find out how. And if you haven't done so already, please hit the like button, subscribe to my channel, and hit the notification button so you are alerted when I release new content. Until next time, I hope your day gets better and better. Let's focus on making that happen sooner rather than later.